Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Sumukaccha Ekadantaccha Kapilo Gajakarnakaha Lambodharaccha Vikato Vignarajo Vinayakaha Dhumaketurganadhyakshaha Palachandro Gajananaha Vakratundaha Sutakarno Erambaha Skandapurvajaha Shuklambaradharam Vishnum Tativarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vignopadantaye Yasyadharadapatradhya Parishadhya Paraksatam Vidham Nigdhanti Satatam Vishpaksenam Tamatraye Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Gurur Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Akandamandalakaram Vyaptam Yena Characharam Tatpadam Dastritam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnana Shalakaya Chakshuhu Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Satchidananda Rupaya Krishnaya Aklishtakarine Namo Vedanta Vedhyaya Gurave Buddhisakshine Krishna Dvaipayanam Jatam Sarva Bhuta Hite Ratam Vedabjavaskaram Vande Samadhi Nilayam Munim Narayanam Namaskritya Naran Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Jatam Tato Jayamudirayet Janmadhyasya Yiton Ayatas Shateshva Vignah Swarat Brahma Hridaya Adikaye Mukhyaya Suraya Tejo Mritam Yata Viniyo Yatrati Sarvo Prita Dhamnasvena Tata Nirasta Kuhakam Satyam Param Dhimahi. So with Bhagavan's grace, let us continue. We are in Adhyayam 10, Kandham 3. We came up to Slokam number 15 yesterday. Yesterday, 14 and 15 we took up. And in Slokam 13, in response to Vidura's question, Maitreya is now answering Vidura's question about time and then the various multivarious forms of the various activities of Bhagavan, the Avatara Purushan. So then Maitreya starts saying time itself is without any modification. It's really insubstantial. It has no beginning or end. It's just a tool. It gets a form or expression. Time gets a form or expression when it causes the stirring of the gunas, which is the three gunas in equilibrium in Prakriti, gets stirred. That's all time does. And then it forms the basis for which the playground, so to speak, a tool for the Bhagavan to carry out his leelas in Avataram. Then in 12 we covered how beautifully the creation is begun with the previous dissolution, because there is no first creation, it's an ongoing, endless thing. So then everything gets absorbed into Bhagavan, then in the course of time, then which is Abhyakta Murti, they say, which is unobservable, uncognizable, and also like Abhyakta Murti, which is not timeless. Time is not visible, right? We can't cognize it. We don't get there. So in the course of time, all the things that were dissolved, it gets in abeyance. Then Bhagavan Ishvara brings all of them back into manifested existence. As a separate manifestation, this is an interesting thing. I think they are separate, not as separate as they are separate.
Excuse me, Mr. Krishnaswamy. Sorry to disturb you. Call is not very clear. I don't know if it is just my phone or anybody else is experiencing this.
Yeah.
Because I'm getting bits and pieces of your voice.
Yeah, beginning it was okay, right now it has started doing that.
Okay, so hold on. Let me change something here and see what happens. 1 minute, hold on.
Yeah, same problem here.
Is it better?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
How about now? Okay, let us continue then. So, no problem. Thank you for letting me know. Now, so from a state of suspended, when Bhagavan has absorbed everything back into himself, which means what? This is a darshan that Brahma had when Srimad Narayana gave him the very first avatar Purusha and gave him the darshan. He saw the whole cosmos really contained within Swami. And then that gets manifested in the course of time. That was the question answered to what time is, and please tell me a little bit about it. So Maitreya answered that. Then Maitreya continues. He says, when the creation starts, when the things that were already in abeyance, kept in suspension, they were starting to get manifested again as if they are separate from Bhagavan, which is what we call as creation. It was not a new creation. It was exactly what it was there before, and it continues to be that, and it is exactly what it is going to be in the future also. There is no change to it. Then we say the creation itself takes 9 forms. Okay, very important. 9 forms. And the 9 forms are Prakrita and Vaikrita. That's the Slokam number 13 we came. So what are the 9 forms? Then we started into 14 yesterday. Starting again from Pralayam, because for you to start any beautiful in our spiritual thing is that there is no such thing called a beginning, because everything is actually timeless. Coming from Bhagavan, we cannot ascertain this is where it all began. It's not possible because everything is beyond time. So Maitreya says there are 3 types of dissolutions when things dissolve and disappear, from which creation has to begin. Right? Creation has to begin after a disappearance and appearance happens. And he says that one is the daily, the Naimittika one, when we go to sleep. The other is when the Brahma's life ends, which is the first one is happening due to time, when we all go to sleep. Then when the end of Brahma himself goes to sleep, that is called that's a second type of dissolution, that dissolvement that takes place. And the third one is when even the gunas, the first one is Nitya Pralaya, then the Naimittika Pralaya, when as ordained Brahma's life ends, then everything gets suspended. Nitya Pralaya, which we go through every day, Naimittika at the end of Brahma's life, and then the Prakriti, which is nothing but the 3 gunas, when the gunas themselves disappear. Okay, and that is called the Prakritika Pralayam. Okay, the 3 types of dissolution disappear. From each one of these, creation takes place again. As we know in our own case, morning when we get up, we start creating things again, right? Simple. Then, so that's the 3 types of dissolution. Then Sargam, the creation itself, what about it? The very first one in creation is Mahataha, the Mahat Tattvam. We saw that. Then the second aspect that gets created is Aham, the sense of I, not Ahamkaram. Ahamkaram is a sense of doership, okay, associated with I am doing this. That's an Ahamkaram. When I look at a bag, say, lying down on a corner, or when I look at a table, there is an I sense I have, isn't it? That tells me I am separate from the table. That sense of I is that Aham. That's the second thing that gets created. Now, interestingly, this Aham, we came up to that point. That's Slokam number 15. He said this is, there are 3 aspects to the sense of I, to the Aham, that feeling of Aham. There are 3, Sattvic, Rajasic, and Tamasic. Okay. Then the third creation in Sargam, Mahataha, Mahatattvam, the feeling of I, the Aham, and then
tanmatrais, the subtle characteristic, the 5 bhuta sukshmas. And these are the rasam, gandham, in other words, the taste, the smell, and the touch, and the sight, and the sound, sabdam and all that, right? These are all very subtle if you really look at it. That was the third thing that God created. Okay? Now we go to slokam number 16 and take it up from there. Then what is the fourth one that God created? See, when there are 5 subtle characteristics, like sound, for example, sabdam is there, that characteristic is there, but something else has to receive it. Something has to perceive it, isn't it? And that is the indriyam. These are the 5 indriyangal, and then the jnana indriyangal that perceive through the 5 subtle characteristics. That's the next one that God created. Interestingly, you and I know in our own life, it is not something that happened thousands of years ago. Every minute, every present kshanam, this is happening, so we can easily relate to it on a personal basis. So right now, I'm speaking, sound is coming through, you are hearing it. Where? What exactly are you hearing? You're not seeing me. What is it in you that hears? Right? There is something in you that is the indriyam. Okay, jnana in this, one of the jnana indriyanga that perceives the subtle element, the bhuta sukshma, called sabdam. Simple. When you light an incense, then the bhuta sukshma of smell, okay, and your indriyam, one of your jnana indriyam, perceives it, right? So my ear can only perceive sound. It cannot perceive sight. It cannot perceive touch. It cannot perceive smell, like that. So each one can perceive only one bhuta sukshma, the subtle tanmatrai. Having said that, so correspondingly there are 5 tanmatrai. Therefore, there are 5 corresponding tools or instruments to touch and perceive them equal to that. That's 5 jnana indriyangal. Now, interestingly, I don't just keep quiet just by perceiving the world around me. I'm also acting, isn't it? The act of seeing, the act of hearing, the act of speaking, then the act of the reproduction, and the act of excretion. So these 5 karmas, that the body has not come yet, the gross form has not come yet, but the indriyangal, the tools are now created. This is the 4th aspect. So tanmatrais got created in the 3rd, and immediately counter to that, to perceive it, to receive it, to interact and play with it, right? The 5 jnana indriyangal, and then just cognizing each one of them is alone not enough, because you also have to react. This is the action tools are also created based upon perception. How beautifully Bhagavan designed is, even a little bit that we try to understand. So the 4th aspect is the projection from Bhagavan, the 5 organs of knowledge. Everything is a projection. Please understand it. There is nothing that's separate from Bhagavan. Everything is just an image and a reflection and a projection, just like a hologram. That's what it is. So some of them are gross and some of them are subtle. That's all. But everything is a projection only. Nothing is real. Okay? Because everything is a projection of Bhagavan. Bhagavan projects himself first as Mahatattvam, then the Aham Akaram with the 3 gunas that come, then the Tanmatrais, then the organs to perceive the Tanmatrai, Jnana Indriyangal, and then the 5 organs of action. That's the 4th one. The 5th one, beautifully, it's all covered in slokam number 16. So I'll finish that, and then I'll go take you through the slokam. And the 5th one that God created, see, remember, Bhagavan, see, everything is most beneficial. And Mahat Tattvam, the principle is only beneficial. Giving love, receiving love. Giving bliss, receiving bliss. And where there is love, where there is bliss, there is peace. Shantam is there. What more do you want? When you have Shantam, you have all the Saukyam that you need. Nothing else. Okay, beautiful. That's the greatest blessing one can have, is to have peace, Shantam. That's all we are all striving for. That Shantam is blissful. It is also soul full of love. So, nothing but beneficial it is. So, pulled and pushed by that, which is called the Sattvic Gunam, what happens, the fifth is the sum total, the formation of mind. Okay? And not only the mind, but every one of the Indriyangal has now got a divine effulgence behind it. That is also part of its creation. See, I has not been created yet. The Indriyam has been created. But Indriyam means externally focused. Understand? That's simple meaning to understand. Indriyangal are externally focused. They are not internally focused. My eye cannot perceive internally. My ear cannot hear internally. My mind internally, internal ear is there. That is different from the ear that I have. Okay? So the Indriyangal are always externally focused. That's why they are called Indriyas. And focused to receive the Tanmatrais. Okay? Now, mind is created. Beautiful. That is the fifth aspect. And along with the mind, the Indriyan is there and Tanmatri is there, but by alone they cannot. There is a Sakti for the Indriyam, for the tool, to connect with the corresponding Tanmatrai. That is the presiding deity. We call it presiding deity for each Indriyangal. If one deity is absent, I cannot see. I may have my eyes, but I may not have vision. I may be blind because the presiding deity is not functioning. Okay? So the fifth creation is the mind and the presiding deities for each of the Indriyas. And both of these are born out of Vaikarika. Vaikarika, the essence of goodness, essence of beneficence. This is what has created this. So mind, a pure mind is most beneficial. Understand it. Most beneficial. It's a tool. Now, a mind, in reality, the pure mind, as happened to Parikshit before he merged with Krishna, is just like a absolutely clear and pure, crystal clear glass. It is. And it is through that the Atmic Jyoti is shining in great effulgence. That is what mind really is, as it is created, as a tool of goodness. But my desires cloud the mind. So mind does not reflect the Atmic Jyoti anymore. So that is why we call it mind is a bundle of desires. Just like a piece of cloth, it's got threads in it. And if you start removing one thread at a time from your handkerchief or a piece of cloth you have, remove one thread at a time and keep on removing it. What is left? That is what mind really is. And impure mind is like a piece of cloth and a dirty cloth, or that too. Whereas a pure mind, there are no threads, no desires, just the shining Atmic effulgence of love shines through it. That is what is created in a fifth creation. So Swami resides in me in my heart, but also gave me the pure mind, absolutely pure. Okay, remember that. That is the fourth and fifth creation. So let us take up Slokam number 16. With that brief introduction, you will be able to follow now the Sanskrit words. Chaturtha Aindriyaha Sargaha Yaha Tu Jnana Kriya Atmakaha. That is Chaturtha. Number 4. Aindriyaha, the Indriyangal. Sarga, Chaturtha Sargaha, the fourth as of creation, fourth aspect of creation. Aindriyaha, the Indriyangal. Yaha, which too, certainly. Okay, Jnana Kriya Atmakaha. These Indriyangal was the Jnana Atmakaha, about knowing about the self. This is Jnana Indriyangal, what we call as perceiving tools. perceiving instruments. Okay, how does my mind perceive something? Only through the 5 jnanendriya. Okay, the body, once my body, the life goes away, the mind still survives the body, but the mind is not able to perceive anything. But there's no cognition because there's no indriya. So it has to take another body in order to relate to the Prakriti. Now, Kriya Indriyangal, one is the senses of action, senses of perception. Okay, so that is Chaturtha Sargaha. Vaikariko Deva Sargaha, Vaikariko Deva Sargaha, Panchamo, Yat Mayam Manaha. Vaikarikaha. Vaikarikaha is another name for Sattvic quality. Sattvic means not only balanced, to put it in the English word, okay, most beneficent. Most beneficent. What is most beneficent? Something that keeps me in the company of Bhagavan. That is the most beneficent. Something that keeps me in the company of selfless love all the time. That impulse, that thing, Sargaha, Panchamo Sargaha, the 5th aspect of creation. Now it continues. Devaha, along with, because the 4th creation is Jnana Kriya Atmakaha, the Indriya, Jnana Kriya Indriyangal have been there. So corresponding Devargal, the presiding deities, are also created in Panchama Sargaha, in 5th aspect of creation. Now, Yat Mayam Manaha. Beautiful it is. Mayam means sum total. All of this together became the mind. So what is mind as given to me by Bhagavan? See, Swami says very clearly, beautifully, how do I know that you belong to me? The question. God says, how do I know that you belong to me? Prove it to me. How can I prove it, Swami? Because you know everything. You are the all-knowing, omniscient. When Bhagavan asks that question, how will you answer? He himself says, when you give me your heart, the pure heart that I gave you right in the beginning, when you give that back to me, then I will know you belong to me, he says. This is what it is. That Mayam, yet Mayam Manaha, all sum total put together what? Vaikarikaha, Devaha, the Deva Sargaha, the presiding deities in the Indriyangal, and every Indriyam, every sense of perception and sense of action is being given with Vaikarika purpose only. This goodness is the one that is fully in alignment with Mahat Tattvam. That is the beneficent, most beneficent. So, all that put together is mind. Mind, okay? So the mind is a beautiful thing. Now, I am now struggling because my mind is impure. But if I purify it, which is called tapas, mind becomes fantastic, incredible. Manayeva karanam, manushyanam, janma, moksha baddhayoho is a moksha baddhayoho, manayeva karanam for jantunam, for manushyanam, for all the being, for the human being, mind is the only cause and the only reason for bondage or for liberation. The same mind that binds me to the world and gives me all the agitations and difficulties and sufferings and ups and downs, temporary happiness, temporary sadness, all those things, it takes me through like a roller coaster ride. The same mind can also take me and install me right in my own heart, Hridayam, at the lotus feet of Bhagavan. It has got that power. That is, the mind is a tool. I'm using it as a trap. It is nothing but a divine tool. It's a full of Vaikarika only. Okay? That is the 5th creation. Chaturtha Aindriyaha Sargo Yastu Jnanakriya Atmakaha Vaikarikaha Deva Sargaha Panchamo Yat Mayam Manaha. Number 17. Let us take that also. Let's attempt one more. Obviously, now you're thinking the sixth one. What on earth is the sixth one? Okay. Shattaha tu tamasaha sargaha yat tu abuddhi krutaha prabho shat ime prakritaha sargaha vaikritan api me shruno. Now, we talked about in creation in Sargam, there are 9 Navavidam. Prakruti is 6 types. We have come up to 5 now. 6th one is going to be said. Then the Vaikruti is going to begin, which is Nisargam. Okay, we'll come to that in a minute. So, Shattastu tamasaha sargaha yat tu abuddhi krutaha prabho. Obviously, what is missing here right now in creation? The moment in order for Mahat Tattvam to operate, the feeling of separation has to come. The moment feeling of separation comes, or the awareness of false separation, the feeling of separation comes from an awareness of false separation, right? Or a false awareness of separation, whichever way you want to put it. Awareness of false separation is probably better. And that we call as ignorance, isn't it? Avidyai, right? And that avidyai, that ignorance, is the 6th creation, 6th aspect of creation. Even before anything that is gross, we think creation means only all universe and planets going around. No, these are all gross elements. But there is subtle aspects of creation that causes all these gross creations. So we are going through the subtle thing, the invisible thing, but we know each one of them there. This is the Prakriti. So Rajo Bhajo. So now number 17. So the 6th aspect of creation is the projection of Bhagavan, Parabrahman, as avidya, as ignorance, as darkness, the feeling of false separation. This is so beautiful. That's why the the projected thing has to feel I'm separated from the object, right? From the subject. So that avidya, now you and I know very well in our life. We also got this avidya right now, which is the 6th aspect of creation. And what does it do to us? It clouds and confuses our buddhi, doesn't it? So I keep on thinking, how many of us really think I am God? Aham Brahmasmi, it says. How many of us really feel I am nothing but selfless love, I am absolute Sathya, I am truth only? Because we don't think like that. We are all thinking, I am this body, I am this father, I am this mother, and so many things we think of ourselves. These are all ignorant. Avidya. And that avidya is the 6th aspect of creation. Clouds and distorts and confuses the mind by living beings. These 6 aspects so far that described is called the Prakrita. The Prakrita, the Prakrita aspect of Sargam. Very important. These are there before Brahma was created. Please understand. So when we say creating is Brahma, no. Brahma takes these 6 aspects and then creates the Vaikrita creation, which is what we are going to talk about. Okay? And exactly what Purushottam also says. The Virata Purusha comes later. First all these things comes. Okay? The Panchabhudangal and all these things come before that. Okay? Now, so Slokam number 17, we will take it up and then we will close for today. Shattastu tamasaka sargaha yatu tu abuddhi kritaha prabho. Shattaha tu sargaha. 2. After that, the 6th aspect of creation. Tamasaha, ignorance, avidya, darkness, lack of knowledge. Okay, tamasaha. This is why tamasa parastat is the Purushottam. We have to overcome this darkness, this avidya, ignorance, in order to experience Bhagavan. Okay, re-engineering backwards. Yet, this tamasic aspect, this darkness, this ignorance, remember the sattvic aspect, put together the mind and the Devasarga, the deities. The tamasic aspect now creates the ignorance and feeling of separation, false feeling. What does it do? Yat, this one, abuddhikritaha, it confuses and distorts and confounds the buddhi. Okay? Oh, Prabhu, this is very important. The Prabhu here, while you and I are nothing but Bhagavan only, no different. So, but what happens to my buddhi? It is not Bhagavan's buddhi. It is confused. So the Prabhu, the projected aspect of Bhagavan, it denotes that. Now, next half of that slokam, next sentence is Shadi me is what you will be seeing. That is Shat ime. Shat ime prakrutaha. Shat ime. Ime these. Shat six. These 6 aspects of creation is called prakrutaha sargaha. Prakrutaha sarga. This is called the prakruta sarga. So the first 6 aspects have been created. Vaikritan api me shruno. Now hear from me the Vaikrita aspect of sargam, which we call it as visargam. Sargam. So every Puranam has got 10 aspects. And the first is the sargam. The second is visargam, the varieties of creation that takes place from these basic 6. Okay? Or 6 aspects. These 6 aspects are actually called the 24 aspects in Sankhya Yoga and all that. Okay? So, Vaikritan api me sruno. Now, you listen to me, you hear from me the Vaikrita aspect of the creation. So far, we have covered, I've deliberately taken this very slowly, so to make sure that it is clear to you that how this, what we call a subtle and is invisible but very much present aspect in our own life. Okay? Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om.